Y2 is a scale video. Now this is the horrid one, where the scale is given as a ratio. These are challenging questions and a lot of children find that they go through the year of 11 plus without quite grasping these. These are really tricky, the stinky rat bags. Let's have a little go. You need to know how to convert between measurements to be able to answer these, by the way. Okay, here's an example that's been worked through. The example says the scale on a map is 1 to 125,000. Now notice there are no centimetres, metres, nothing. It's just given as a ratio. We're asked what actual distance is 2 centimetres on the map. Give your answers in kilometres. So I'm going to start with the idea that we're looking at centimetres. Now if we've got a ratio scale, what that means is you can put any unit on the left and any unit on the right. And seeing as we're talking about centimetres, I'm going to write down centimetres here and centimetres there. So what that means is, this line here, the scale means 1 centimetre on the map is exactly the same as 125,000 centimetres in real life. Now, when we're measuring long distances, we certainly don't measure them in hundreds of thousands of centimetres. So what we need to do now is convert this second measurement to metres and kilometres, especially because it asks us to give kilometres as the answers. So here we go. Let's change the right-hand measurement first of all into metres. It needs to be one step at a time. To change centimetres into metres, we have to divide by 100 because there's 100 centimetres in a metre. So when we divide by 100, we get 1,250 metres. It's still 1 centimetre on the map. Again, let's change to kilometres. So to change metres to kilometres, well, we know there's 1,000 metres in a kilometre, so we need to divide by 1,000. That will give us 1.25 or 1.250 kilometres. Again, it's still 1 centimetre on the map. So we know that 1 centimetre on the map now equals 1.25 kilometres. The question asks, what distance does 2 centimetres represent on the map? So that's just twice as long. So 2 times 1.25 kilometres would give us 2.50 kilometres, and that would be our answer. Let's look at a similar question here. A map is drawn to a scale of 1 to 800,000. London to Reading as a journey is represented by 5 centimetres on the map. What's the distance in kilometres? Okay, so we're starting with centimetres, so I'm going to put centimetres here and centimetres here. So our scale means 1 centimetre on the map is, oh, hang on a minute, 800,000 centimetres in real life. So let's find out what a centimetre is in kilometres first of all. Right. Centimetres to metres, you divide by 100. Quick way to do that, because these numbers have got so many zeros on, is just to knock off the last 2 zeros. So that tells us that 1 centimetre on the map represents 8,000 metres in real life. Now let's go from metres to kilometres by dividing by 1,000. Again, we can knock off 3 zeros here because there are so many zeros on the number. 1, 2, 3. So we now have 1 centimetre equals 8 kilometres. Now back to the question. London to Reading is 5 centimetres on the map. What's the distance in kilometres? So if 1 centimetre is 8 kilometres, 5 centimetres, here we've times by 5, would give us this number times by 5, which is 40 kilometres. And that is your answer to the question. They are really tricky to get your head round. You tend to find when you go to secondary school and you start using maps in geography and also looking at distances in maths activities that you understand them a little bit better. But it's the kind of question where it's worth having a go. The more practice you get, the better you will find you get at them.